Hey guys, Redneck Mini 14 here, and I just wanted to share with you this upgrade that I made to my 1895 ABL. Now when I first got this gun, I got it with the intention of, if I do any modifications or upgrades to it, there were only three things I really had in mind. The first one is the most obvious, and that's the addition of a sling. I think, for a hunting rifle, a sling is definitely a necessity. So the sling was the most obvious thing that I would do to it. Now the second thing that I would have done to it was, I was thinking maybe I would add one of those Diamond D custom leather butt cuffs that slips over here on the stock, and it would hold 6 extra rounds of 45-70. I thought that would be a nice addition. If you want to know what that looks like, you can check out Hickok 45's videos on his guide gun, Marlin 1895, or you can just go to Diamond D Custom Leather and see it there. But that was the second thing I thought about doing to it. But as you can see here, with this new sling I got, it holds 4 extra rounds. So what I did was I did kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone by getting this sling. Now this is a Butler Creek sling. See that? Butler Creek. So the maker of those 1022 aftermarket magazines, that's who makes this sling. And this particular sling is the Comfort Stretch Alaskan Magnum. That's the model of sling that it is. And this particular one is camouflage. It's got the real tree camouflage. I'm not sure which exact type of camouflage it is. I think it also comes in black, but Walmart only had the camouflage ones. And anyway, this whole rig here, the sling, was $20. Now, considering I killed 2 birds with 1 stone by getting this sling, that's an awesome deal, considering the Diamond D butt cuff would have been like $100 plus, tax and shipping and handling. And, you add the cost of that to just the cost of a regular sling, which could be, $15, $20. You add all that together, and you're looking at maybe close to $150 total just between the two things. And so $20 for getting kind of both things in one is awesome. Now, of course, it only comes with 4 loops for rounds. This particular one, they do make another one that I think holds 6, but this is the one that Walmart had, and it holds 4. And if you consider, you have 6 in the tube, maybe 1 in the chamber, for a total of 7, plus 4, that's 11 rounds. And if you can't get yourself out of a situation with 11 rounds, then you're pretty much screwed either way, no matter what gun you have, really. I'm talking about 11 rounds of 45-70, of course. 11 rounds of 223 is a whole nother story, but that's a whole nother video. Anyway, the sling, it seems to be a pretty good sling. It's let me zoom in here. It's got pretty good padding. It has some grip right here for your shoulder. Like I said, it's camouflage. It has the 4, loops. And it also came with the sling swivels. That's another thing I forgot to mention, that, it actually did come with the swivels on it, as opposed to having just the sling and then having to get sling swivels later. So that's also a pretty good bonus, because a lot of the slings at Walmart, without swivels, they were like $15. Um, depending on which one you got. Just a basic sling, I think, was like at least $12. Of course, there were a bunch of different varieties, but this is the one that really stuck out the most to me, was this Butler Creek one. Specifically because it did come with the 4 loops for the rounds. Now, I did mention in the beginning of this video that I would do 3 things to this rifle. Maybe like 3 possible things I would do to this rifle, and I already named off 2 of them. The only other thing I would do to this rifle is I might put the XS Ghost Ring sights, with the rail system, much like the SBL model. So it would have the Ghost Ring, the Scout rail, and then the raised post with the white outline in the front. I might do that. That costs about $150 just to get that. But if I take this bear hunting, that might be worth it, because those are better sights than what comes on this. And really, if you think about it, that's really pretty much the extent of things that I would do for modifications to any of my guns. Most of my hunting rifles I'll probably add a sling to them. Some of my big bore rifles that I'll probably get in the future, I'll probably get a butt cuff. Maybe I might do that for a shotgun or 2 as well. And then 1 or 2 rifles, I might change the sights out. And that's basically the extent of things that I would do to a rifle. Maybe if I get a rifle with synthetic stock that only is offered in a synthetic stock, I might look for a wood alternative or a laminated wood alternative. It just really depends on the rifle and what I prefer. Same thing goes for handguns. I might change the sights on a handgun, 1, 2, maybe 3 of my handguns. Maybe change the grips from plastic to wood, just for a better feel and a better appearance. But really, for me, that's basically the extent that I would modify my guns. I don't really plan on doing anything with any of the triggers, or adding an extended this or an oversized that. That's just not the kind of person I am. I'm not the kind of person to add like flashlights and lasers and red dots and all this other stuff. I just like a plain Jane rifle, maybe every once in a while with a different set of sights or different stock or something. But yeah, anyway, that's the Butler Creek, what was it called? The Comfort Stretch Alaskan Magnum Sling in camouflage. It seems to be a pretty good sling. I'll probably test it out in the field whenever I take this shooting again. But yeah, it seems like a pretty good sling. And by the way, the ammo I have in here is some Hornady Lever Evolution 325 grain flex tip, whatever you want to call that. Pretty good stuff. I got it fairly cheap for what it is, but I only have 11 rounds of it currently. I'll probably get another box or 2 in the near future. But anyway, good ammunition, good rifle, good sling. Highly recommend all 3 of them. So yeah, that's all I had to say for this video. Subscribe to my channel, like me on Facebook. I'm Redneck Mini 14, and until next time, be safe.